Hello again from Thailand. We are still on vacation here in Chiang Mai, Thailand, and I would probably preferably record from the Honda because it has way better acoustics. But this is the best I can do right now. We are in a hotel room. We are about to eat some sushi. But anyway, I have to make a short video about the second round of the Tesla referral program, which just ended now. So I have pretty much 4 topics I want to talk about today. It's trying to be short. First topic is about the prices that were in the second round. I'm not going to repeat myself too much. And also I'll talk a little bit about the USA trip. Yeah. The noise you hear outside is from the road. Yeah, the main road, actually a super highway. So second topic is what I'm planning to do with the cars, because by now there are actually a couple of cars involved, so I will talk a little bit about that. Third topic is about the cost of living in Norway, and what the heck does that have to do with the cars? Well, I will come back to that later. Fourth and last topic is about what I'm gonna do with the price, the first price, Tesla Model S P90D Ludicrous. But before I do all that, I have to thank you guys, thank my fans, all my fans who used my link, and this wouldn't have been possible without you guys. So great thank you for all of you, to all of you guys. This is awesome. Like, this is beyond my expectation, because first we won the Model X and I was like, wow. And now the Model S P90D is this is insane. Yeah, I don't know, but thank you so much. And also I want to thank Tesla for making such an awesome car. It's probably the world's best car. Yeah, that's what some people claim. Yeah. And I want to thank Elon Musk for being such a person who wants to change the world. Yeah, pretty much short. But another thing, yeah, we're not gonna forget Nimber. Yeah, they are still small nowadays, but don't forget them, because it is because of Nimber that I did these crazy trips, brought the birds, the doves, the dogs, went to North Cape and all that. Nimber makes interesting tasks for me. Yeah, so yeah, that's awesome. But okay, if you guys missed it, I'm gonna talk now a little bit about the price. So the previous round, the first round of the Tesla referral program, that's where the first prize was a Tesla Model X, and I already won that. Awesome. And the second round is another prize, which is a Tesla Model S P90D Ludicrous, the top spec one with all the cherry on top. And don't get confused with the previous rounds, also Tesla Model S, which was like an extra price added on top of the stuff. I didn't get that one, some Danish guy got it. But you see this one, the Model S P90D Ludicrous, I will get that in addition. I don't have to exchange the Millennium Falcon for it. So yeah, you get the picture now. It's crazy. I have one car, Tesla Model S, Millennium Falcon. I'm gonna get the X-Wing Model X. I'm gonna get another Model S. I'm gonna have like 3 Teslas. That is sick. But yeah, I never thought about that two years ago when I started making videos. But all right, so another a nice addition to that first prize is that we will also get ticket to the Model 3 unveiling event, which will happen in March this year. So that's awesome. And this ticket is, this price is a little bit different because it is also included accommodation and travel. So yeah, what's that gonna be? I bet well, Elon Musk is not gonna pick us up, Amber and I, and his private jet. He has better things to do, so he'll probably ship us with something, I don't know, but that's awesome. That's the grand prize, and there are also some other prizes. We have the Tesla Powerwall, and oh, by the way, I almost forgot to talk a little bit about Model 3. What makes Model 3 so like special? Well, the Model S is like a premium sedan, yeah, pretty expensive car. So for most people, it's out of the reach. So, but you know, some countries like Norway have crazy incentives, so that's why we can afford it. But for most other people, Model S is too expensive around the world. But the Model 3 will be a game changer because many more people will be able to afford it. It will cost like $30,000 to $40,000 or euros, and that's like, you know, affordable for many people. Most important thing with the Model 3 is it will have supercharger support, and that is huge because that means you can drive it almost like a Model S, like a normal car. And you've seen it on many of my videos. If you follow me on my video blogs for a while, you can go pretty much all over Europe, or if you live in America, you can go all over America, or in Japan, or in China. Well, yeah, it's coming over there also. So that's really big. You see, this is what differs from the Model 3 and what's been talking. People have been talking nowadays about the Chevrolet Bolt, which has 300 mile. I mean, 300 kilometer or 200-mile range, which is, you know, equivalent to the Model 3. But unlike the Model 3, the Bolt has to rely on CHAdeMO, which is about half the speed, and some other stuff, but we're not going to go into detail. Probably make another separate video about it. Anyway, let's continue with what I was going to talk about. Powerwall. So I also got another Powerwall. That's awesome. I will not repeat myself too much because I already talked about this in a previous video, so you can just look at it. There's also another price, which is ticket to the Gigafactory opening. That's awesome, but I already got one set, so now I have 2 sets of ticket. And we also have another ticket to the Model 3 unveiling event, which is like, you know, one of the lower price. So now we actually have 4 tickets for Model 3 and 4 tickets for Gigafactory. And then Tesla also said that these prices are non-transferable. So I don't know what that means. I mean, it could mean that you cannot sell the ticket, or you cannot transfer the ticket to someone else. And what if you, let's say you live in Europe and you cannot, you get, I mean, I'm talking about this ticket, not that one, that's special, that's only one. This one, you know, many people get it. So you can't afford going to America, and yeah, so they are kind of stuck. And what about us? Because we have 4 slots. So can we bring 2 more friends? Or I would like to, you know, give them away to someone. So I haven't decided yet what to do. I mean, are they like named, like you can only bring 2 Tesla Bjorn and 2 Amaris or something? I don't know. I sent a Tesla an email, so we'll figure out what to do with that. Next topic is we are going to America. Yeah, oh, that's awesome. So we're gonna go there to cover the Model 3 event, which will happen in March, like I said. And also, we don't know yet when the Gigafactory will open. So it could open, you know, around the same time, but most likely not. So what will happen is that wife and I will go to America 2 times this year. It's crazy. Because on this one, we can do that because Tesla will pay for the first trip to cover the Model 3. And then for the Gigafactory opening, we'll probably combine that with a typical Bjorn style road trip and holiday. So it's going to be a longer trip. And well, I mean, I would like to do like a coast to coast trip, but that will take too long. We'll probably have to stay there for over a month or something. So we'll probably only stay on the west coast, you know, around California, you know, over there. Yeah. Oh, I want to go to the Fremont factory and all that stuff. And of course, I want to meet my fans in America, because let's not forget, when I look at the YouTube insight there, that most of my fans come from America, most of my viewers. So yeah, I want to meet my fans, also finally meet them. Yeah, so I will probably announce something that's gonna be awesome. Oh, yeah. Next topic is what are we gonna do with the cars? So this is, of course, Millennium Falcon, awesome, legendary. See, it has the roof rack, actually a move bed, was gonna throw away a bed. So this is awesome. Whisk bar, by the way, that's a roof rack. Yeah. So we have that the Model X. When it's gonna come? People ask me every time, like, when is it coming? Okay. The problem now is that I haven't been able to configure it yet. I'm still waiting for Tesla to open the configurator, and as far as I know, they are, I don't know, probably some legal issues, some approval or something in EU or Europe. So like the same way that 7.0 was delayed, you know. So we just have to wait. That's where it stands right now, because I've seen now that signature holders and founders, I guess, but at least signature has been open in America. People have been able to configure it and finalize it. Some also receive the cars. So things are happening in America, but in Europe, not yet. And that's why I'm assuming that it could arrive around March, April this year. So we'll see. I'm just waiting for the configurator. And what about the other price, the second round, Model S P90D? Well, that one, I don't have to wait for a configurator to open. Well, I mean, I have to wait for it, but I mean, the car is ready. So, but still, it has to cross the ocean in a boat. So it will take some time. So I'm actually guessing that it could arrive around the same time, hopefully earlier, but we don't know yet. As for the Millennium Falcon, I mentioned that in a previous video. I will either rent it out if it can support itself financially. If not, then I have to sell it. So that's a plan for that one. And I also mentioned earlier that the Model X is so different from Model S. Because, well, of course, I could pick to use the Model S, but well, what's the difference? It has slightly more power, more grip, and some, well, updated hardware, but all of that, no. Model X is completely different with the wing doors and the tow bar and stuff like that. So I will use the Model X as a primary car. As for the other cars, well, I'll come back to that now. So the other price from the second round, and sooner or later, I have to sell it, because the problem is that the depreciation having two top spec cars is high. I mean, just keeping the X is already pretty high. So if I didn't get it as a price, I wouldn't buy it. It's too expensive for me. And I will come back to that really soon, that I'm not a millionaire. If I was a millionaire, yeah, I would probably don't care. But yeah, so I have to think about economics and how to like best use the money. All right, so next topic is cost of living in Norway. Norway is a pretty expensive country to live in. This is a picture of the high-rise building we used to live in Oslo. We live in like 7th floor there, around on the other side there, on a 42 square meter apartment. We are about to sell it now. These days, yeah, it's gonna be. I mean, it's been out there on an ad, so we'll sell it. But before I sold it, I had about 100,000 euros or dollars. Euros or dollars are similar nowadays, and if you want krone, Norwegian krone, Swedish or Danish, they're also similar. Just multiply that by 10. So I'm not gonna list all the currencies here, but you see, I pretty much had about 100,000 euros of loan on that apartment. And also on the Millennium Falcon, I had about 70,000 euros on loan, because I didn't buy it like with cash. So when I was living in Oslo, I had to every month pay down. I had to get about 2,000 euros to pay these loans. And in addition to that, I also had regular like stuff to pay for, like food and telephone, internet, and stuff like that. So if you add these two together, almost like 3,000 euros or dollars per month. So that's a lot. And with the crazy prices, that will change the whole thing, because, well, the Millennium Falcon, okay, well, I would either sell it or keep it, and it will support itself with a loan. But so I can like forget this one, and also if I do some crazy stuff like I buy another apartment, I mean I sell this one and then buy apartment, and then I don't have to take such a great loan anymore. So that means I need less money per month, and that also means that I can free up my time and do some crazy stuff like full-time YouTube. Because if I mean now when I live in Bodø, I still have to work some extra. I help my mom, I get some pocket money, and I make things go, yeah, work out in a way. But you know, I figured out that, well, Bodø was a weird choice for me. I'm not sure how long I will stay there because it's far from Oslo, and also far from the closest service center, which is about 700 kilometers away. If something were to happen with one of my Teslas, it's a far drive to get it fixed. So we'll see how it goes. But also when I decided to go to Bodø, I didn't know about all these crazy prices that would pop into my back door. So this could, you know, yeah, result in some some nice changes for me. But you see, I could also, like some people suggested, that I could donate the Millennium Falcon to some museum. Yeah, I could do that, but you see, I have a loan on it, so if I donate it to a museum, then I have to somehow pay down this car. If I was a millionaire, yeah, maybe I'll do that, but I'm not. And as for the Model S P90D Ludicrous, I could do a raffle, just give it away, you know, worth like 1,000,000 kroner or something. I could do that. I still have to pay tax, which would probably be like 200,000 or 20,000 euros. Yeah, but it's what's that gonna do? Well, one viewer will be very happy. As for the other viewers, probably no change. But if I take this big chunk of money and invest it, I'm thinking nowadays, now wife and I were talking about it, that we can buy, you know, our dream house or apartment or something in Oslo, and yeah, and we can just move back to Oslo. I don't know when. Things take some time, but we weren't going to stay in Bodø forever anyway. So maybe if within like 6 months to a year or something, we can go back to Oslo. Yeah, so we'll see what's gonna happen, because I think that's the best thing to do, is invest the money in real estate. That's the best thing. Like for instance, this one, I bought it, the apartment, I bought it about 10, well, almost 15 years ago. I paid 900,000 kroner for it, almost about 90,000, and now it's going to sell for over double the price. So the value for the real estate has gone up about almost 10%, like 5 to 7% per year. So that's pretty good, good interest rate, instead of keeping it in a bank or something. So we'll see. But yeah. Anyway, going to the next topic, which is what are you gonna do with a P90D Ludicrous? Okay, there are 3 ways to do this. First one is that I can sell it as brand new, untouched, because like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to use the Model X. So the Model S, I could review it, of course, but I could sell. But if I touch it, then you know it will be used. So if I sell it like this, I will get the most money out of it, and also I can let the buyer spec the car. Second solution is that I can spec it myself, and then I can use it until I get the Model X. And yeah, and then I can sell it. But then I have to sell it as second hand. Third option is that I can let the buyer spec it. We can agree on that. You know, I have to almost make like a contract that the buyer do that, and then I use it for a while, and then I sell it as second hand to the buyer. And what's up with the reviewing thing? Well, I will use it as my own car. I will do Nimble trips with it, crazy long trips, you know, and it will give you a much better impression of the car rather than just borrowing it for a weekend like I did with the P85D. I went to Berlin and back. So you will get like a more like detailed view, like you know, like I use Millennium Falcon. I learned more about it. I experienced more stuff about it. I'm gonna drive through some crazy winter, which I didn't have the chance to do with the P85D. And also, I want to do this like tour I was talking about with a Model X. So I can also do that same thing with the Model S, where I can drive around Norway on places, and people, if they want to see the car, yeah, just join, take a look, take a test ride, yeah, burn some rubber and all that. And I should also do a North Europe trip, yeah, maybe to like Hamburg or something, maybe to Amsterdam, yeah, but I'm not gonna go all the way to Italy. But this is a way for me to give some stuff back to the fan. And I love driving, so any opportunity for me to drive, especially in Germany, I love bratwurst and currywurst and drive 250 kilometers per hour. Maybe not while eating a bratwurst, but yeah, you get the point. But so it's awesome, you know? But you see, if I do that, that will mean that, I mean, if I do this trip, if I like review it, it will result a lower price when I sell it. But maybe that's a good thing, because the buyer will buy like almost new car. It will have my sweat on the seat, and yeah, still get it for a good price. Not, you know, too broken, because it's really hard to break a Model X. I mean Model S. Yeah, sorry. So why do I talk about this? Well, because I want you guys' opinion. So what should I do with the price? Should I sell it right away? Or should I let the buyer spec it? Or should I spec it and use it and all that? I'm assuming that if I use it, the price selling it as a second hand will drop maybe as much as 50 to 100k. I mean, well, that's in krone, 50 to 100k, or like 5 to 10k euro or dollars. But that's I guess, you know, that's just a small dent in the economy. It's still pretty expensive and awesome car. So yeah, but you see, I could also borrow. I know I can borrow a P85D, but a P85D is not the same as a P90D Ludicrous. So I could borrow one, do a crazy Norwegian trip with it, P85D. I could probably also borrow a P90D from Tesla, but I could probably only test it for a weekend or something, and I will not be able to do this event, like test ride tour event or something. So yeah, but so I want to know your guys' opinion. What should I do with the car? I will listen to your opinion. Just make a comment in the YouTube, and I will read all your comments, and based on that, wife and I will make up a decision, because in the end we will have to decide what to do. But we will listen to our fans, of course, because it is the fans that gave us all this crazy stuff. So we'll try to figure out the best way to spend it. Yeah. All right. Anyway, I think we are hungry for some sushi now. So wife is probably yeah. So we're gonna go. So anyway, thank you again, and talk to you guys soon.